If your attitude is in the right place, the world belongs to you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ayantika and today I'm going to talk about the book Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller. Now he says that if you can dream it, you can do it. Oh, I'm extremely sorry, it's not what he says, it's actually a quote from Walt Disney. Now we are humans, we tend to make mistakes, we quarrel, we fight. All of these things happens only because our emotions are not under our control. It runs haywire and our mood swings are just like some crazy roller coaster ride. Now, Jeff Keller advises us to follow certain rules in our life so that we can take control of the attitude, which in turn will make our lives better for us. So, without further ado, let's get started. Jeff Keller advises that in order to take the necessary steps to control the attitude towards your life is to be selfish at first. That means you need to take a stand for yourself. Now, in the process of doing so, you may annoy some of the people around you. They can be your close ones, your family members, your relatives, or your friends. Don't feel guilty for that. You also need to make some sacrifices of your own in order to achieve higher goals and dreams that you aspire. Okay, you need to curtail down some of your spendings per month in order to go for a certain trip, or if you want to learn some expensive codes, then you should be able to do so if you cut down some of the cost. Okay, you need to do some sacrifices, but at the end of the day you will notice that it was all worth it. Secondly, what he advises is that it's all inside your head. That means we are not born into the riches. Okay, we are not born with all silver spoons in our mouth with lots of possibilities, but what he says is the circumstances should not define you. It should always be the thoughts and the actions that should define who you are. Now, there's a very famous quote by Hughestown. Now, he says that a person should not be defined under a certain set of circumstances, but rather he should be a person who should be defined with a certain set of attitudes. How true is that? Your circumstances define your thoughts. Now, this is a very interesting but extremely true fact. Now, there's quite an uproar these days about the word manifestation. Now, what does manifestation exactly mean? Whenever you have a belief in something, if you think about it a lot, it comes alive. Okay, it comes as a tangible thing to you. So our minds, they are just like another person that you are speaking to or communicating with. It can hear to us, it can speak to us through our actions and our emotions. So if you are always criticizing yourself mercilessly for days for something that you did wrong, or for some circumstances that went down completely wrong, or maybe because of your fault or because of the fault of others, stop beating yourself. Okay, beware. Feed your brain with strong positive words which will work in your favor. Now, beliefs, they cloud together to push you towards circumstances about which you always think consciously and subconsciously, which brings me to the next point, that you should always practice self-talk. Do it again and again for days, until and unless these self-talk of positivity, it becomes deep rooted into your subconscious system. If you are a high achiever, then refrain from using negative words. Don't engage in some negative conversation with yourself as well as with others, because always remember, negative thoughts will always strengthen the negative beliefs, which in turn will lead to negative outcomes. Thoughts, they make up words. Now, words form into your beliefs. Beliefs push you towards an action, and action portrays your attitude towards your life. There's a famous quote by Anthony Robbins that the words you choose specifically for yourself will always define your destiny. So beware of your thoughts. Now, there are some mistakes which I made in my life, just like I shared my emotions and aspirations with people who were extremely negative or had negative attitude towards life. That never did any good to me. Instead, what it did was it sucked out all the energy out of me, all the positivity, and left me with zero confidence. You should always refrain from discussing or speaking about your goals, your dreams, and aspirations with people who have this negative attitude of looking towards life. They will always bring you down, they will argue with yourself, and they will make you believe that whatever is it that you are doing is completely wrong. So don't speak about your goals with such type of people. If you want to share your happiness or your goals with people, do it with positive ones, okay? They will always encourage you to move forward in your life. They will help you to push your limits and will listen to your stories with great intent and with surprise and some elements of excitement. The next point is extremely interesting and is one of my favorite points in this book, and that is Jeff Keller advises us to stop complaining because complaints are neither energizing nor they are uplifting. So stop getting yourself bogged down by all those petty issues and drama which will pass some way or the other but will ultimately rob you of your happiness and your mental and your physical well-being. Now you might be thinking and asking, so what? Shall we just start thinking positively towards our life and having a positive outlook towards our life? Will that make our problems disappear? The answer is no. It doesn't work that way. But if you are positive towards your life and have a positive outlook towards looking at the problems, it will just open your mind. You will be able to think clearly about solving the problem. It will also make you feel grateful of the things which are present in your life. You should be grateful about your family, about the people who loves you and cares for you. Be grateful of the sunrises and the sunsets because why not? You get to live another day. You should be grateful for the pets who loves you unconditionally. Be grateful for your house, for the food, for your health, and ultimately for the freedom that you have. And last but not the least, always try to learn from adversities. We humans have the tendency to wallow in our miseries. We always tend to ponder upon the fact that why is this happening with us, or oh, I'm not so lucky, or we are not born into the riches or the privileges, so nothing can just happen with me. Stop. The thing that you have to do is you have to keep an open mind because adversities, they always brings positivities with them as well. It opens up new opportunities and new doors for you. It helps you in coming face to face with all the potentials and the skills that remain hidden inside you. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because that's completely free. I'll see you in the next video. Reading between the lines, signing off for today. Till then, be happy, keep reading and enjoy.